The PlayStation DualSense Edge Controller is PlayStation's most elite controller that you can actually use on PlayStation 5. And for that hefty price tag of $200, you guys are probably wondering, is it worth it for FPS games like Call of Duty, X-Defiant, which is going to be released later on, and many others? Well, in today's video, I'm going to give you guys my own little breakdown of the DualSense Edge Controller, tell you guys what, comes included in the package, and also give you guys hand cam gameplay of me playing Modern Warfare 2 and dropping some nukes with it. So if you guys are excited for all that, make sure to drop a like in the video, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. On this channel, I upload Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer gameplay of me just nuking fools and having a whole ton of fun. And if that sounds good to you and you want to subscribe off of this one-off video, then go ahead and do so. Regardless though, I'm sure you're here for the review, and without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this beautiful DualSense Edge controller. So you guys are wondering how the PS5 DualSense Edge arrives at your door. Well, once you open up the package, you're gonna be greeted with this beautiful PlayStation box. And after you open the nice little PlayStation box, you get handed, or you get greeted with the nice little pouch where everything comes in. It has a nice little, handle to it here on the side, and it comes with some amazing PlayStation stickers with that PlayStation logo, which, we all know very beautifully of. And the front of it has nice little PlayStation logo, of course, but the back is really cool because you get to see the four symbols of the PlayStation box, which is pretty dope. And once you open up the package, this is what you're pretty much greeted with, in case you guys are curious. And a nice little QR code is to help set up your PlayStation Edge controller, as well as to use all the accessories to their full extent, which is pretty sweet. Now, when it comes to the PlayStation controller itself, it looks very nice. As you guys can see, it has a nice little square, triangle, circle, X buttons, which are all colored compared to the original PS5 controller. Even has the nice little PlayStation logos on the touch button itself, which is pretty sweet. And it comes with a number of configurations, which I'll describe in more detail. These are nice little trigger stops to help you sort of measure how deep or how fast your triggers are going to be. So if I wanted to be maximum responsiveness, I could put them all the way down, and they pretty much only need, to be pressed to that extent to be activated in game, which is pretty nice for shooting if you shoot with the L2 and R2 buttons. And then these back buttons are here is where you actually attach the paddles to the PlayStation Edge controller, which I'll do right now. As you can see, it was really easy to attach them, and they pretty much work in responsiveness. It's a very light touch when you touch them. So you can either choose to use these sorts of paddles, or you can use these nice little buttons, which they also give you an option for in case you want to hold the controller in this way. So they really allow you to customize this controller in the way that you want to. And you can also assign these buttons within the menus of the PlayStation, which we'll go around for later. But pretty nice. You can use these buttons or the paddles, whatever you're more comfortable with. And you can switch the trigger stops, which is pretty sweet. Next up, we also have domed control sticks that they actually give us that we can actually attach to our controller if you don't like the nice little inwards motion or whatever that the original PS5 controller has. And these are really easy to attach as well. You can simply just take off the thumbstick, which is actually pretty easy and detachable. And then you just put in the actual dome stick. You press it in, and there it is. It pretty much is like the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1. I want to say PS3 had this as well. For PS4 and PS5, they started adopting this sort of style. So yeah, if you missed the domed feel, it's really, really nice. I personally don't use either of these just because I am actually partnered with Control Freak. So I ended up just using a Control Freak, which I put on top, which I end up putting on top of the control sticks anyways, to give me, the same sort of feel, and it's a little bit bigger of a control stick. You can use code HERO for a nice little discount, but this is really nice if you don't want that extra elevation for whatever reason. It's a really nice addition, which I really like from the PlayStation Edge package. So the best part of this whole controller is that you can actually, in the case of like stick drift and stuff, you can pretty much replace the whole controller modules of the control sticks just by holding left on this released button right here. So if you hold it and then try to push up on the controller, we'll be able to take off this glossy part and actually have a look inside the controller. So I went ahead and pressed the release button, and now we're going to go ahead and take the glossy part out here, which is done like that, which is pretty awesome. And if you guys want to see the inside of the controller, here it is. Now, if you wanted to replace one of these thumbsticks completely, say, you know, the right one, because it's the one that we use to aim in most games, you pretty much just, you know, press left on this lever right here. So you press it up like that, which you guys have heard. So let me do it again just for you guys. So it's gonna be like this. If you want to replace this thumbstick right here, you pretty much just lift it up like that, and then you're able to take it out completely, which is pretty insane. Just like that. And I think a set of these two control stick modules, I think they cost like $20. So instead of buying a whole new controller for, what, $60 to $70, maybe $50 if they're on like discount or something, you can just buy one of these. But these are pretty powerful, honestly. I haven't had any problems with stick drift in the time that I've had this. And then you just, you know, slide it on in back where it is. You pull down on the lever once you replaced it. And then you go ahead and put the thing back, and it's pretty easy to do, honestly. And there you go. We're good as new, which is pretty nice. So if you ever wanted to replace, you know, the parts of the controller that matter, you don't need to buy a whole new DualSense Edge controller for $200 again. You just replace the modules and you're good to go, which is pretty sweet. It saves you a lot of money in the grand scheme of things if you end up, you know, replacing your controller a lot. I used to do that a lot on PS4, so I'm glad they did this now with PS5. Now, when it comes to this nice little lock and unlock module, I guess you could call it, this is something that I don't really usually use because I don't really find myself using it in terms of like how useful it could be, just because all it really does is that if you unlock it, you open it up here, which is pretty cool, and you can actually attach the PS5 you know, charger to it, you know, through it basically, like so. So I have the literal like port, you know, kind of sticking out. And then once you lock it in place, you can actually attach this to your, you know, your PS5 DualSense Edge controller, and it won't slip out. I really have never had problems with like the controller chargers like slipping out, but if you're into competitive gaming and you always want to be wired, you could do that, but I don't really find it necessary. I just thought it'd be cool to kind of show you guys the whole process of it. And one thing that I almost forgot to mention when it came to this beautiful, you know, case that you get for the DualSense Edge controller is that you can actually detach from the inside here, this little pocket right here, to put, you know, charge your controller from. So you could lay your controller here and have it charged without opening the whole case. I usually don't use this, but could be useful in a certain situation, whatever the case is. And this is nice to carry like a PS5 controller, PS4 controller, or whatever the case is anywhere you go. Because I do play on PC as well, and on PC, I typically use a PS4 controller. So honestly, the whole package is pretty nice with the DualSense Edge, which I think is really nice. For $200, you do get a lot from it. Maybe wait for a discount, you know, every so often, because they do discount the controllers, you know, over time. But it's pretty nifty. Anyways, let's get into the actual software and what happens when you plug in your DualSense Edge controller onto your PS5 and the additional options that are present there. When you first plug in your PS5 DualSense Edge controller to your PS5, you'll get these set of menus that actually will give you nice little tips and tricks on how to handle things. But we're gonna go ahead and skip all this and plug in the controller as if we didn't get this pop-up for whatever reason. Now, in order to start customizing your DualSense Edge controller, if you don't get that one pop-up that I showed you guys earlier, you just go over here to the settings, you go all the way down to accessories here, and then you go to DualSense Edge Wireless, and then you can go here to custom profiles, or take the tour, which could also help you as well. We're going to go ahead and go to custom profiles, and you can actually create your own profiles for any game that you want. So say I wanted to play Call of Duty. You know, I could call it like Warzone or whatever. You know, I'm going to call it WZ here for a shortcut name. I can customize the button assignments to whatever properties I want. I typically don't mess with this just because I like the controller configurations within the game itself. So I'm not really going to mess with this. But I do want to show you guys like the stick and sensitivity / dead zones. You can actually do it here from the menu. So I'd recommend dynamic for, you know, FPS games just because it does give you the best. But obviously you can experiment with all these sensitivity curves and see if your aim feels a little bit better with certain ones. And obviously adjust your dead zones if you want, which is pretty cool. Your trigger dead zones can actually be adjusted within the menus here as well, which is pretty crazy because you can also customize it on the controller itself, but also within the menus, and actually measures your sensitivities of the dead zones as well as I'm pressing the controllers here, which is pretty insane. You can also, set your vibration intensity. So you want vibration off completely, you can for certain games. So I'm gonna do that myself. And then trigger effect intensity, you could also, do the same thing. So it's like, you could legit customize this to the best of your abilities. So, like I told you guys, what if I didn't want to use this because obviously I use my own controller configurations in Warzone? Well, what if I went into a game like X Defiant, which we don't know how the controller configurations are going to be there, and I wanted to copy my my bumper jumper tactical flip configuration from Call of Duty into X Defiant? Well, all I would do here is customize wherever possible. So for my L2, which is what I used to jump with in Call of Duty, I would assign this to what, X, I guess, because that's how you would jump in X Defiant. And then with X, I would replace that to be the L2 button to try and get all my special moves or whatever. So this could really help. If certain games don't have, certain controller configurations that you're comfortable with, or you just want to customize it to the best of your ability, you can pretty much do so and be really, in depth with your customization, which is really dope. And that's pretty much the whole rundown on the PS5 DualSense Edge controller here. For $200, is it worth it? I mean, it's up to you. It is a hefty price tag. To tell you the truth, I actually got this for $130 because during Prime Day sale, they're actually selling these for $130, and I thought that was an absolute steal. So I thought I'd make the video for you guys, after using this controller for a little bit, and it feels pretty nice. Now, compared to the original PS5 DualSense Wireless, I mean, I like the design a lot more. The buttons are actually colored. They feel a lot more responsive. I don't know what it is. Like, if you're able to hold these controllers like I am and, like, feel the difference, like, you can feel that, with the DualSense. I don't know. It just feels like a lot more heavier. And I think it feels more powerful in that sense. I don't know, it's like a placebo thing, obviously, but I just feel more in control when I use the DualSense Edge than the regular wireless. It's a lot more lighter, but because there's so much more in the DualSense Edge here, it's going to be more compact and more heavy feeling, but not too heavy, obviously. It feels comfortable in your hands. And the nice little grip it has when it comes to the DualSense Edge wireless here compared to the regular DualSense for PS5 is impeccable. So it's up to you. I more so got this because I don't plan to use, obviously, the back buttons or anything. I just use whatever controller configurations in Call of Duty personally. I just like it more for the feel. The feel is really nice. So that's for me personally. That's why I bought it on discount, because I know I wouldn't use all the accessories. But if you plan to use the back buttons, if you want that wire, the controller charger, the carrying case, I think in all, it's pretty nice, especially because sometimes I travel and I take my laptop with me. So I'd like to take my controller with me too, and then plug with the controller charger to my laptop or whatever the case is, or if I go to a friend's house. So there's a lot of variability there as well. And just the fact that you can replace the controller stick modules for $20 or $30 instead of having to buy a whole new controller for $70 is also sweet as well. So up to you to find out if you think it's worth it or not. But with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys with the hand cam gameplay. You guys will see me use this thing in action, see if it's worth it for Call of Duty or any other FPS, and just see how I drop nukes with it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe to the channel, post notifications. This is a little bit of a different video. Not sure if you guys vibed with it, but I hope it was well presented and you got the information that you wanted as you could. I definitely need to get a better face cam though, just because I felt like the quality isn't going to be the best. But I did it in my own hero style. I hope you guys enjoy that. But enjoy the hand cam gameplay. It's pretty crazy to see me use the controller and how well it feels. And me using my bumper jumper tactical flipped configuration on Modern Warfare 2. Anyways, enjoy. Okay, so here we are, and I am actually playing on PS5, as you guys can see here. And let's go crazy, man. This is really weird for a hand cam video, because you guys are so used to seeing my face, but hopefully you guys enjoy this. It's not going to be very often where I do hand cam videos like this, so hopefully I can succeed. And I have to be very wary that you guys can see my hand cam, because obviously, this video would be nothing without the hand cam. But yeah, this is the DualSense Edge, and it honestly feels very nice. Like, honestly, I didn't need to buy it just because I already play with, like, a special button configuration, but it's pretty sweet. Hopefully you guys can see all of my movements pretty well. I do tend to move a little bit when I play, so like trying to stay still while doing a hand cam is kind of annoying. So I do apologize if like I might be like a little bit off to the side at times, just because I'm trying to be in the most comfortable position possible to like play for you guys. Yeah, my goal for today here is just to show you guys the gameplay footage, and of course drop an MGB to show you guys that I play on controller, you know, I'm legit, or whatever people say, and to show you guys that this controller is pretty dope. For $200, if you do copy for $200 or like on sale or whatever, it's a pretty baller controller. Like, it's definitely heavier than the default PS5 controller. Oh my god, I almost choked that so terribly. I'm waiting for this dude, bro. He's playing super slow. Don't like that. Hopefully teammates got it. Maybe I should angle my camera a little bit better. I don't know. Hopefully this isn't too bad of a hand cam video. Hopefully you guys can see everything pretty well. Also, I do jump with L2, like I said before. And, oh my god, I'm probably gonna die here. I'm playing very nervous. Can't even deny to you guys, I'm very scared. We got this though. This is easy money. We're pretty powerful here. You just gotta play it all smart. Just gotta not die to BS. We'll be fine. The 74U class is powerful. You guys already know. I made a video on this gun already. Multiple times. All I gotta do is just camp here. But yeah, that's pretty much how I play shipment with my controller. On PlayStation. On PC. Oh, I'm choking. I'm choking. Let's not choke. I'm very scared, in case you guys couldn't tell. That dude legit just didn't care for me, I guess. Teammates are spawning here. Let's just hide in this corner. I know I'm playing very slow. I do apologize, but I just want this one MGB. I do not want to be... Because the way to set up this hand cam is just so annoying. I have to take my face cam and put it like towards my legs. Hope you guys don't mind my my legs or whatever, you know. We got some pretty good looking legs. Wearing some shorts right now. There we go. Nice little easy MGB nuke with the DualSense Edge Controller. It's such a nice controller. Like I said, if you're looking to upgrade your controller experience on PS5 or on PC, you decide to connect it to PC, I think it's pretty nice. It's durable. And you can even change the control sticks if you want to like the PlayStation approved ones. You can have like a dome control stick from the additional ones that they have. Or you can, you know, use a code HERO at controlfreak.com and get yourself some control freaks like I am right now. It's pretty nifty. Hopefully this hand cam is at a decent angle though. Because I know I'm a little bit to the right, I think. It's just, that's just how I play. A little bit more comfortably. But let's see how of a streak we can get. But let me know what's the most you've ever spent on a controller. To see PlayStation kind of have their own, like, sort of controller is nice. It is pricey, though. Slightly pricey. But you do get the charger cable. The custom button configuration. So, like, if I was to play X Defiant, and if they didn't have like bumper jumper tactical flipped, I could just like flip everything myself, and for any game that I want to play. So there's advantages in that, especially if you play like multi games and you just want to kind of like change your button layouts. You could do that. I don't know. It's a very cool sort of controller. Oh, and I love the way the triangle, the square, and the circle and the X buttons feel compared to the ones on the regular PS5 controller. I don't know. You just feel like you feel this controller strength in a sense, if that makes any sense. We're on a 50 gun streak on PlayStation? Yeah, we kind of smacking right now. No caparoonie. I know I've been playing kind of slow, but I'm just playing it smart, you know? Imagine I get like 100 gun streak right now, hand camming. On PlayStation too, and I usually play on PC, by the way. So I just find that kind of funny. So people say like I'm cheating or whatever, but I'm on PlayStation doing all this, bro. It's just all like smart plays and like just knowing how to move, you know. Let me get out of my way. Oh, they get that B flag though. No, I'm out of there. Nobody's got the right side, bro. Nobody's got like nothing, bro. I blame my teammates. He's right there on the side. I swear that Starlight on their team has been playing very slow. And there you go, double MGB. Think we already have it? I'm not sure. And like I said, I play on bumper jumper tactical flips, so by jumping with L2, you guys really see that I have my controller in a very different position than a lot of people would. Because you're playing with the paddles, the special like buttons that you put on the back of this controller, because I don't play with those. Like I said, I'm too used to bumper jumper tactical flips. You know, you would position your controller a little bit differently. But you're trying to play on my controller configuration, you know, I legit jump with L2, aiming with L1, shoot. And yeah, I don't know, it's pretty dope, man. Yeah, that's a double MGB there. Let's see if we can play the rest of this game well. Maybe get another MGB nuke. Let me play a little bit more aggressive, since hopefully the cam has been pretty nice. You know, I tried to put the light as best as I could. I know it's not the best lighting ever, but you know, work with me here. I don't have the best expensive setup of all time, you know. There is gonna be some shadows at the end of the day. I'll legit blind myself if I had like lights everywhere. I don't want to play uncomfortably, you know. Come on, WW. Where you at? But yeah, let me know if by the end of this video, if you guys are gonna buy one of these when they go on sale, if you're gonna buy it for 200 bucks like straight up. Like I said, it's not necessary to have, but it is very convenient. I don't regret this purchase, honestly. When I might play on my PS5, I definitely love the control sticks a lot more because they're more durable, and then you can switch them out whenever they mess up, because you guys know if you've ever had a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 controller, those control sticks be messing up from like running all the time and like all of that. So the fact that you can switch them with only like spending 20 bucks instead of having to pay for a whole other controller is like very convenient in my opinion. So it's all beneficial at the end of the day. Like you're basically saving money by just buying this one controller and instead of having to spend like 70 bucks on like controllers or whatever, 60, 50 whenever they go on sale. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed this different type of video too. Can't wait for the season 5 MW2 season to wreck some fools. We can use the new guns, get more nukes for you guys, and we should be at 1,000 nukes pretty much in season 5, and we might hit 200,000 subscribers, which is insane as well. I don't know. This has been a really delightful year for you guys, and for anybody new that's coming to this video. Hopefully you'll join me for the journey to 300,000 in Modern Warfare 3, and like so much more. There's just so much on the horizon. Yeah, have a good look at this controller though. It's so pretty, bro. Like I said, I don't play with either of the buttons on the back. Like you can connect them if you wanted to, but I just play with my regular freaking controller configuration, and it works out well. Right now I'm playing like trash, because I mean obviously there's no need to sweat anymore. I just had to play it smart for the, you know, for the nukes. Get over here, WW, but yeah, you guys can see that all my configurations make sense. Hopefully the camera's not delayed by a little bit. I mean, it might be. But let me get a finishing move real quick. No! I want to get one finishing move. I think it'd be kind of funny. On hand cam? I think that'd be hilarious. Oh yeah, I'm Izzy. I didn't get it in though, sadly. But yeah, at the end of the day, pop this if you want. Or you can use code HERO at aimcontrollers.com and get you guys self a customized Hero controller. It might not have the same build intensity as one of these PlayStation DualSense Edge controller, but at least you have the Hero logo on there. Freaking love ourselves a hero logo. Oh, this is game. Let's call that MGB. Calling that MGB. I don't want to freaking be too late, but there you go, guys. Let me go ahead and show off that controller real quick, you know, show it for the thumbnail. This little MGB. Yeah. Don't forget about the hero controller as well. Use code HERO at aimcontrollers.com. Yeah. Hope this was a nice commentary. That's how you do it, man. Easy money, easy money. And sandal cam. You know, you got that. What is this? Adidas, Nike? Bro, I don't know brands these days. Don't roast me. I don't care for brands, but that's little MGB. PlayStation 5 DualSense Edge in the flesh. Nothing crazy on it. Just charging it as usual. And 112 kills, 10 deaths. Double MGB. Hope you guys enjoyed the review and the gameplay of the DualSense Edge. And let me know in the comments if you guys are gonna cop this. I love you all. Bye. I don't know what the heck I was trying to do there. That was weird. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to see these gameplays live, then make sure you guys follow me on my Kick stream at kick.com/themarkofahero. I interact with the chat, and we have a good old time roasting ragers and nuking fools. I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/themarkofahero, and you'll see a lot of the same action on there. And I also plan to stream on YouTube on my Hero Shorts YouTube channel. I'm not only going to be uploading shorts on there, but I will be live streaming there as well if you want to stay on YouTube. Also, if you guys want to see even more videos from me, check me out on my second channel, More Hero. On that channel, you guys will see Warzone 2 gameplay, store bundles, and other miscellaneous videos that aren't here on the main channel. Also subscribe to my third channel, Hero No Commentary, where you can see raw Call of Duty gameplay from me with no face cam, no commentary, or anything like that. Just some chill COD ASMR. I'm also a partner of G Fuel, a gaming and energy drink performance company. If you're ever low on energy before a gaming session, before an exam, you know, early in the morning, or you need to work out or whatever the case is, you can go ahead and take some G Fuel. You might see it in the background of my videos from time to time, and I definitely recommend them. If you're interested, you can go over to gfuel.com and use my code BALLER for a 20 to 30% discount, and be a true baller and save that money, while also enjoying an amazing drink. My favorites include Party Punch, Hype Sauce, and Peach Rings, but you guys can choose what you want. Thank you guys for making this partnership possible. I really love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being a beautiful audience. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a good day. Stay awesome and keep being big ballers. I love you all. Shout out to the channel members as well. You're incredible.